Hello, my lovely Sag. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I shuffled this deck a few times before I did the card pull, and I got the castle, the empty room, the comic, and the river. I don't know if some of my Saggies have Leo in your charts, or maybe you're dealing with some Leos in your lives. But we had the empty room and the castle come out for Leos too. So check out that video if you are dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart, I guess. But you know, the castle and the empty room is just this idea that like it's destination stagnation, and who am I in this stagnation? You know, like where is my commitment in this? And how did I end up here? You know, I feel like it's just like this question, because the comic is the idea of like finding the humor in a situation that otherwise feels like there's not a lot of humor to be found, right? Because again, you know, the castle is drafty, it's isolating, it's, you know, like it's kind of creepy, you know, like the paintings on the walls, their eyes move when they when you walk by, you know what I mean? It's just like it feels like you're just like under surveillance and uncomfortable, and you know what I mean? It's just like that energy, and you feeling like that pull away from it, but in that pulling away from it, just kind of like, okay, like what's my drive, what's my motivation, what am I doing, what's my goal here, you know, like who am I in all of this, what is it that I really want, right? And I feel like there's almost just this idea of like just like a simple acknowledgement, right? Which has been in your reads for a while now. You had like coming in hot, you had, you know, like just this like confession, and I mean, like this has just been like an energy that's been present in your reads, right? But again, I feel like this idea of like I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet, and then it's almost like, you know, like, okay, well, you know, that's fine. You don't have to be ready to do it, but you miss out on it if you do. And I think just this, like, because I feel like this sense of urgency, you know, like when you pull away and you're sitting in this room and you're contemplating what's going on and how it's all occurred, and you know what I mean, just like who you are and all of it, there's just this, and this was in the gem read too, but just this idea of really like seeing something for what it is, you know, and like feeling taken aback by it, and like this oh shit kind of energy. And that was in their read. But like that's kind of like a similar energy here, you know, but with an acknowledgement of how it is that you can like work your way around it, and go for what it is that you're really wanting. Saggies. Hope y'all are doing well. Justice, the Two of Swords, the Five of Wands, you know, again, this idea of like revelation, knowing what needs to go in order to bring justice to whatever it is that you're like missing out on, or feeling like you know, like if you don't step forward with something, like you're gonna miss it, because judgment's been passed. Do you know what I mean? Again, it's just that idea of like, this is a really random image to have, but here it is. And it's from a show that I was watching, I think, is kind of like where this idea is coming from. But they're like the idea of mirrors, right? And mirrors being like a way, a portal, And I feel like there's this idea of like this, like of you going through this portal and watching people go through the portal and feeling like you wanted to go through the portal, but you were afraid, you were timid, you were, you know what I mean? Like there's just like, and I feel like that acknowledgement of fear and timidity is what you're really sitting with in this like empty room energy. And watching people go through this portal and wanting to go through, and it is almost like when you go to reach out to put your hand through the portal closes, right? And it's that like that I gotta go, like I gotta push through, you know, to get to the other side, because if I don't, you know, like I'll be locked out of the, I won't have access to the portal. Like it's almost like you needed this like collective energy to go through, and you disconnected from a collective energy and clung to a different energy, and now that collective energy is going in a different direction, and you are in this in between. It's what I feel like you're in between worlds. I need to do some arm exercises. It's fine. Sorry, I got super distracted by my flab. But then I think, you know, like I get the idea that you're making it through this portal, to stick with this imagery. You know, that like it's almost like this, the Knight of Wands is like a message, and I almost feel like this, like, wait, like grab my hand and pull me through. You know what I mean? Don't leave me. You know, I need to get to the other side, because I think you experienced this, like this beginning of something, and it's turning into something bigger and something better and something more, and you want to be a part of it, but like you weren't able to release whatever it is that was preventing you from really stepping forward, to the point where like when the portal's closing, like you have to, I feel like just this like cry for help almost, which can also translate as confession, right? Please don't leave me behind, because da 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 da. Saggies, I love you guys. Happy birthday again. Ace of Swords, King of Wands, and the Hermit. Well, yeah, I mean, that's that empty room, you know, like in this empty room, you're coming into this new truth of understanding that's making you really want to move forward, you know, like make this solid decision to move forward, so much so that you're willing to say, hey, wait, you know, like if you let go, I get stuck. Don't let go. Help me, pull me through. It almost feels like a plea. The World and the Two of Pentacles. Well, I mean, you know, it's again with this portal idea, you know, like if you go through one portal and then there's the concept of like that empty space in between into the next portal, and feeling like, you know, like if I've let go enough to be here, but I haven't moved forward enough to go here, and I don't want to be stuck in this empty room. You know, like, and I need to, like, that fear needs to end, right? It's just this, like, I feel like you're being forced to release something, but when you are forced to release it, you find that it brings you back into balance. Because it's funny, I was talking to somebody the other day, or this morning actually, and she was telling me about, you know, like going skiing by herself, and like going down this thing, and realizing as soon as she got there, like while she was happy that nobody else was there, she didn't have to worry about a big crowd, like also, is it a good idea that I'm doing this by myself? You know what I mean? And that's what that feels like, you know, like, wait a second, like I thought maybe this would be a good idea, but like now I realize I need that assistance, I need that help, you know, like to pull me through, to bring that balance, to create that magic. The vow. Well, I mean, the vow is a promise. It's funny because, you know, like this card does kind of talk about the idea of You know, like no matter how small the promise is, like it will come back around again. You know, like if you put it out there, it's like a boomerang, you know, and it might be one of those things where like that boomerang was so far off that you lost sight of it, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it's coming back around again, and you're like, I gotta grab this, you know, otherwise it's gonna be gone, and who knows when it'll come back again. And I promised myself that that's what I was gonna do. I'll be good and goddamned if I don't do it. Okay, Sag. Love y'all so much. Thank you for spending some time with me. If this video does resonate, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, or drop a comment. I love it when you do, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.